first-time car buyers typically flock toward subcompact or B-segment cars. It's mainly because this segment tends to offer a nice balance between features and price. This segment is also filled with Asian offerings. So why not try a European offering, albeit assembled in Asia? Say hello to the Volkswagen Santana. Ang kalimitang gusto ko sa Volkswagen ay yung kanyang simple and straightforward design. Some may say that the car looks boring, but its simple and straightforward design will surely age well. Eschewing trendy designs also means that it's sure to avoid looking weird perhaps 10 years from now. Likewise, the interior is simple and straightforward, but build quality is top-notch with the nicest sounding door thud in its segment. Ramdam mo na mahigpit ang pagkakabuo sa kotseng ito, as typical of German cars. Being the top trim variant, the interior features a few synthetic leather trims which helps in giving it a premium feel. One gripe, however, is the limited adjustment of the steering wheel. Hindi siya nagte-telescope, kaya medyo awkward ang seating position ko at times. Elsewhere, space is pretty good for the rest of the occupants. Having one of the longest wheelbases in its class has enabled the Santana to have excellent rear legroom. Headroom is also great thanks to its traditional upright design. Shoulder room shouldn't also be an issue since the Santana is also one of the widest in its class. Its 480-liter trunk is also one of the biggest in its class. Entertainment functions are made through the 7-inch Blaupunkt Android-based infotainment system, which works well enough in most situations. Touch response is snappy, though some menus and functions feel convoluted to use. Unfortunately, there's no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. This, by the way, is a 31,000 peso option for the 180 MPIS and the 180 MPI SE variant. Under the hood of the Volkswagen Santana are two engine choices across three variants. A 1.4-liter inline-4 petrol engine powers the base MPI variant and is only available with the 5-speed manual. Meanwhile, the mid-level 180 MPIS and top trim 180 MPI SE are powered by a bigger 1.5-liter engine. This engine is fitted with a start-stop system and is only available with a 6-speed automatic. The one thing that sets apart the Volkswagen Santana from its competitors is the fact that this car feels very stable and much more like a big car. So whereas the Mazda 2 mostly focuses on being sporty and feeling a lot smaller than what its size defies it, the Santana feels much more bigger, much more stable, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. But if you're looking for a car that's sporty, then of course the Mazda 2 will be your most likely pick. But if you're looking for a comfortable car that feels stable, feels really quiet even at triple-digit speeds, this car is basically it. So in terms of the driving experience, it's not exactly the most powerful, it's not exactly the most exciting. It basically does everything that you wish the car would do. Power delivery is quite good with the 6-speed automatic transmission. The steering so 80. It's not exactly pinpoint precise, but it will change direction. It will make the car change direction. But again, mostly this car really feels mostly composed and stable out in the open road. And it does pretty well with bumps too. It absorbs them really well despite the short dimensions and of course that simple McPherson strut and torsion beam rear suspension. It deals with the bumps pretty well, especially for subcompact size. It rides much better than most of its competitors. Refinement wise, again, it's also pretty good. It's really quiet. So I think it's one of the most quiet in its segment, one of the most refined as well. And that's basically testament to some of its German engineering. Yes, it's made in China. Yes, it's not exactly the best or the most premium or the most upmarket looking or the most flashy looking thing on the outside, but as a whole, it does its job pretty well. in the end, most people will look for something that's comfortable and really refined. And in the end, the Volkswagen Santana does those things really well. The Volkswagen Santana starts at 686,000 pesos, which gets you the base MPI manual. As standard, you get a 2-speaker radio with CD, USB, and auxiliary, power windows, door locks and mirrors, ISOFIX child seat anchor points, rear fog lights, and 2 airbags. Stepping up to the 180 MPIS gets you 15-inch alloy wheels, electronic stability control, and the option to upgrade the standard radio with the 31,000 peso 7-inch touchscreen. At the top of the Santana ladder is the 180 MPI SE, which gets automatic halogen headlights, front fog lights with cornering light function, rain sensing wipers, part leather interior, multifunction steering wheel, cruise control, a sunroof, 2 additional airbags, and Bluetooth functionality to the standard 6-speaker radio, assuming you'd rather skip the optional touchscreen infotainment system. If wagons are your thing, consider the Santana GTS, which has the exact same features as the 180 MPI SE, but with the benefit of a bigger boot. With a plethora of well-performing subcompact cars, where does the Santana fit in? Well, if you want a small car with big car refinement and a touch of German quality, then the Santana is your best choice yet.